This is the question facing small-town girl Rebecca. If Rebecca falls for a straight guy, she and he will split $200,000.
I hope, for my sake, that I really can meet somebody.
But if she falls for a gay guy, he will win the entire amount himself.
Rebecca has some important information that will shock you. You need to know that at least 2 of these men sitting here are gay. Over the next 3 days, each of you will get to have some intimate time alone with Rebecca. You'll all have an overnight date, starting tonight with Dane.
This is her last chance to pick the straight guy, which is me.
Maybe I'm the only straight guy here.
No, I'm definitely straight. Yeah. Straight gentleman.
It's so hard to work out what's real and what's not. All 3 of these boys could be gay.
It basically puts all of us back to square one.
What kind of gay man wants to lead on a straight woman?
Well, you know, if there's $200,000 involved.
I just wish there was no money involved. I wish that the reward was just being with someone that you wanted to be with.
If she's going to pick somebody on boyfriend material, I think it probably would be me.
Why don't you have a girlfriend yet?
I had to start again from scratch in order to build that trust that I'm straight and that I'm the only guy here for her.
I swear, please, please.
I came here to pick someone that I want to be with.
Pick the person you want to be with.
I'm almost 100% sure this is going to be a choice between love or money.
Why are you begging me to believe you that you're telling the truth?
I'm not one of the gay guys.
I've trusted Evan from the start.
I don't think now that there is any doubt in her mind that I am straight.
You don't have to know everything about someone to fall in love with them, and sometimes you fall in love without even knowing. I find it really confusing on whether I should trust my head or my heart. But when it comes to you, I can't help but trust my heart. I really do know that you're the right type of man for me, but I just need to hear from you whether or not you're gay or straight.
12 cowboys came a-riding, each more handsome than the rest. Said we've come a-wooing Becky, we'll submit to any test. Oh, they came to sizzling saddles, but the thing she didn't know, some of these rugged riders like a different rodeo. If Rebecca wants to find a mate, she's gotta figure out who's playing it straight. She's gotta figure out who's playing it straight.
I guess I kind of do have a bit of a plan. I don't feel the need to convince her anymore at this point because she expects that all 3 of us are going to say that we're straight no matter what. But I don't know if bringing up dirt is the right way to go either, you know. Rebecca was really in shock after she found out that 2 of the 3 boys that were left are gay. The trust that she had in me had gone out the window. No one's convinced that both of them were straight, but obviously not.
Did you really think Evan was gay?
I didn't think that Evan was gay, but obviously he must be.
Evan was the one I was 100% sure all along that was straight. So
Really?
that means that you and Chad are gay.
Get lost. I'm not gay, so it has to be Evan and Chad. And now that I think about Chad, you know, he wears like pink shirts, and did you see that suit that he was wearing last night? That was pretty gay. Chad could definitely be gay. I mean, he gets his whole body waxed. He has really nice clothes, and he's very, very concerned about his appearance.
And what about Evan?
Evan's a hard one.
What if it's Chad and you that are gay, and Evan's a straight one?
What if it's not? When you choose Evan and he goes, oh, my whole everything was a lie. I didn't think that Evan would be gay in a million years. He could be gay and be in the military and not be open about it. I guess that could have been good training for him because he's always had to lie about it from being in the Army Reserves. She's not believing what I say, she's not believing what Chad says, she's not believing what Evan says now, and she's just going to have to pick somebody, and I don't know how she's going to go about doing that.
Do you think you're actually going to figure it out?
No, you
In
can't
3
tell.
days?
I know
Okay.
I can't tell.
Okay, so where do you go from there?
2 people here have convinced me this whole way through that
straight.
And obviously that's what they've been,
Yeah, that's
being put
right.
here to do.
So it's pretty upsetting to think that people could be that good at lying. And even if I figure out who the straight person is, it might be it's not even someone that I wanted to be with. And yeah, cool, I get $100,000, but it's not what I wanted to get.
Can't believe we have to camp.
Well,
Dane.
Actually, in all honesty, I think it's probably... I would rather not be with her right now, actually.
What do you think she'll be asking him?
And obviously, she's got a lot to think about now.
Well, how do you feel about Rebecca?
But I've been burnt a couple of times before. I guess I've sort of put up a bit of an emotional wall up in some regards. How do you feel about Rebecca?
I don't know, every time I think about it, it just makes me smile. Like, I have a lot of emotional hiccups as well, and I know with her it's different. It made me want to open up to her, and I know that she makes me feel like alive.
You only get that suspicion now that Chad's a bit of a con man. Up until the last elimination process, I didn't have any reason to doubt anything that he said, but obviously I do now. And he's a smooth talker. He might try and trick her, but in the end of the day, I'm pretty confident she's going to make the right decision.
The truth is, there's two gay guys. I know who they are. But it's Rebecca's decision in the end, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's you and Chad that are gay.
Has to be Evan and Chad.
I just don't think Evan can be gay.
Really? What, but you think that I could be gay?
Yeah, you look like... I told you that you look like you could be gay.
Look like I'd be gay.
Yeah, have you seen the photo that I've got of you around?
Yeah.
Yeah, look how gay it looks.
Does it? Yeah, well, look what they made me wear, like a bloody gay cowboy hat.
What kind of gay man wants to lead on a straight man?
Well, if there's $200,000 involved.
You gay?
No.
Maybe Dane is here for me, but then again, maybe he is here for himself. Who knows?
I guess there's a lot of clues as to why Dane is gay, and there's a lot of designer labels, and he likes to look after himself. He's got all the beauty products in his bathroom, I know, because I share a bathroom with him, and his nickname is Princess, so he's very delicate in some aspects.
At elimination, Dane has really, really suspect body language gestures when he talks to Rebecca. He would hold her hand and he'd be like, Rebecca, I really, really love you and I can't stop thinking about you. And then he'll like kiss her like this, and then he'll go up and hug her and he'll be like this, and then he'll walk away, and it's really obvious. That's what made me think that Dane was gay.
This morning I took Rebecca on a horse ride, and it was the last time that I got to see her before the elimination.
Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Let's go.
There's my hat. I've spent a good amount of time with her now. Definitely there was a connection there. I really like her, and I think that she might feel the same way about me. But it was really good.
I'm pretty happy with my feelings about Dane. Dane's a great guy. He's got heaps of interesting things to talk about.
Rebecca thinks that we get on well because we were feeling very comfortable with each other. She's really laid back, and I'm pretty laid back as well. If she's going to pick somebody based on friendship, then I think that it might be Evan. But if she's going to pick somebody on boyfriend material, I think it probably will be me.
I really don't think Dane is lying to me, but he still makes me wonder. I'm still not 100% with Dane.
She sort of whispered in my ear, "Don't worry." It did make me feel confident. Hopefully, first impressions last, I guess.
Have a good few days and I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
After the horse ride, I had to leave and say goodbye to Rebecca and say my final words, and now she's off somewhere spending the night with Chad. Tonight we've got to go camping with Evan, so I hope he doesn't pull any moves on me.
If I find out that Chad's just here to fool me, that means that he's only here for the money and not really me. I know that he'd do whatever it took to get whatever he wanted, so... And I want more than anything in the world for him to be able to prove to me that he's straight.
She thought that everything that I'd told her was a lie. She had some hard questions to throw at me.
Why don't you have a girlfriend yet?
I had to start again from scratch in order to build that trust that I'm straight and that I'm the only guy here for her.
I came here to pick someone that I want to be with.
Pick the person you want to be with. Seems like ages since I've seen you.
My second overnight stay was with Chad. Chad and I went to the vineyards.
We'll put you the wine so we can have lunch and drink something.
I was really nervous and really unsure. I've always been convinced that Evan is straight, so I thought that seeing Chad was going to be very difficult. And I was uncertain about Chad because I didn't want to get rejected and I didn't want to be a fool.
There was a huge feeling that I got when I first saw Rebecca that she thought that I was gay. She thought that everything that I'd told her was a lie. She had some hard questions to throw at me.
Why don't you have a girlfriend yet?
Every time I would meet a girl, I thought, wow, I could really see something happening here and going somewhere. They'd just play games with me. Oh, it's just so weird, the games that they play. And I'd just be screaming out thinking, can't you see that I'm really wanting to make something of this? And it just would never happen. I've said it, but I said it, you just have to believe me. I swear to you, I swear. I felt that I had to start again from scratch in order to build that trust, to build that belief that she has in me that I'm straight and that I'm the only guy here for her.
I hope that you wouldn't go this far for a game, you know? I don't know you. Like, I don't really know you. The type of guy you are and what you do to get... You know, I know that you'd do whatever it took to get whatever you wanted, so I don't know what it is that you want. To think I'm falling for someone that is just tricking me is, you know, it's really scary. Chad can prove to me that he's straight. I wouldn't even care if the money didn't come into it. If I just had to have just the guy that I wanted to be with and no money, then that would be fine. After lunch, Chad and I went for a walk through the vineyards. I was feeling a little bit jolly. I only had a couple of glasses of wine. I was just relaxed and comfortable, and I love how Chad just holds me close and holds my hand. The whole afternoon was just so perfect. There's all these mountains in the background and birds flying around everywhere, and then this just big gentle giant beside me the whole time. It was pretty perfect. And I want more than anything in the world for him to be able to prove to me that he is straight. But at the same time, if Chad's just here to fool me, that means that he's only here for the money and not really me.
The only thing I'm worried about is that she's going to make a mistake and end up with nothing, and that's the only real issue that I have with Chad. I don't want her to be misled by him. If she's going to be misled by him, he's obviously going to let her down in the end. I'm feeling like the money's getting closer, and hopefully she chooses me. I kind of do want to win the girl, but I really want to win the money as well. I want to live a fun life and do out of the ordinary stuff and end up with somebody that I actually love and want to spend the rest of my life with. Rebecca and I have had some really good times together. So we've done some pretty amazing things, so hopefully she'll take that into consideration and pick me.
We cracked open a bottle of champagne and watched the sunset. It's set right behind the mountains and it's so beautiful. It was pretty perfect, and the whole time he holds me close, and when I'm with Chad I really do forget who's around and who's listening and where we are, and it just feels so real. for me to feel that comfortable with someone and feel like he could just fit in anywhere, that's pretty cool.
After the sun went down, we decided to get ready for dinner. I was just trying to make things sort of look logical, but I just really didn't have a clue.
He always comments on how nice I look, and every time he sees me he thinks I look more attractive, and he's like a real smooth talker.
I don't know, you just look so good, like you shouldn't be doing anything. You just sit there and just be ogled
I
at.
can help. You're doing a good job.
You reckon?
Yeah.
So what do you reckon? Do you reckon Chaddles is doing it for the money or the love?
I was definitely doing it for the money. He's really playing it. He's a real smooth talker and he's obviously intelligent enough to pull it off. Yeah, she's got a pretty difficult decision and yeah. She's pretty confused, you know, she doesn't know what to think, who to believe. Well, in all honesty, I think everyone's got an equal chance of coming through at the end.
If I wasn't your choice tomorrow night, I'd probably burst into tears anyway. And then I couldn't, not because I'd be so upset that you didn't choose me, it's just that I couldn't bear to see your face when those guys say, well, hey, thanks very much. I swear, please, please, please.
I came here to pick someone that I want to be with.
Pick the person you want to be with.
If he isn't for me, then I've just fallen for someone. It's all just been a big lie, and that's really sad.
People that really, really find someone that they're deeply connected with can almost be guilty of saying that they've met their special person and this was how we were supposed to get together in this lifetime. Maybe that's just me being a dreamer, but that's what I'm thinking.
Let's hope she doesn't fall for Chad's bullshit, that's all. I believed him as she would have, you know, but then I've just gone back and thought about stuff and then I'm just thinking, you know, he's just a liar.
I hope by tomorrow morning I can figure out what Chad's true intentions are. I don't know if he's just a very good performer because he's stripped for women a lot of the times and probably has to pretend that he likes women. I don't know if that's what this is about. I feel so strongly for Chad, but it just kind of seems like it should be wrong, and you shouldn't fall like that.
My plan was to try and restore the relationship that we had.
I wanted to know everything.
The way things going on, guys don't do that, trust me. He's using everything he can to try and fool Rebecca.
We're all equally a threat to each other.
Why aren't you begging me to believe you?
I'm not one of the gay guys. You know, I'm certainly not hiding anything from Rebecca or anyone else.
I am confused whether or not Chad is gay or straight, and I still wonder if Chad is being honest with me. But all I can go on is who I would want to be with for the right reasons. In the end, it's just one guy's word against the other. I can listen to what each of them have to say about each other, and what they're doing could either be for the right or wrong reasons, but I can't control that. And I need to just accept that what they're doing is out of my control, and what I'm feeling is my control. If I put my whole heart on the line and go for Chad, and he turns out to be gay, I would be devastated. It'll break my heart. My last overnight date was with Evan.
Man, my plan was to try and restore the relationship that we had. She's never, I think, doubted my sexuality at all until the point that Natalie made that statement.
I'm very confused. Evan has never done and still didn't do anything for me to think he was gay.
So now it's like the first time I've had to not trust you. And eye contact doesn't make anything. Yeah, I don't like it either.
Evan really tried 110% to help me get over what I was going through.
Oh, we're in South America. Wow. Our first honeymoon. For South America. Look at him. Look at him watching us. Oh my god. This is crazy.
So the male line
first came here, he didn't appear to know what to do with the females, so there was rumours going around that he was gay. So.
I had a lovely day with Evan. I was so comfortable with him all day. He made me laugh effortlessly. You know, Evan, he's such a cool guy. In a way, I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
I do get some quite strong feelings from Rebecca in terms of how she feels about me, and we do get along so well, so that's got to be an indication as to how she feels for me as well.
Evan's never been so quiet before.
Gross. When we were feeding the animals, we had fun. But when we got back into the car to drive around, it was kind of straight down to business, and I wanted to know everything. Evan said that when he thinks about it now, there is some things that make Chad gay.
The last thing in the world that I want to see you is get chipped, but Chad is, from what I've seen, he's a very emotional person. Guys don't. The way he's been going on, guys don't do that. Trust me, it's just not what guys do. I guess my opinion of Chad's sort of changed a little bit. When I first met him, I thought he was quite a nice guy, but I've just caught on to his act, and I've sort of seen right through his facade, I guess. I'm worried that Rebecca's going to make the wrong decision, and I think it's in her best interest to be very wary of what he says, because he's a smooth talker and he's using everything he possibly can to try and fool Rebecca.
How long did Chad say he was with his ex-girlfriend for?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I only know that he's been single for like 3 years or something. A bit odd.
Very odd. I did believe everything Evan has said because I've trusted Evan from the start.
I came here to test the crazy chance that I may fall in love, and it's well on its way to working, and that surprised me. Evan's got some great qualities about himself that Rebecca really likes. Dane's got some great qualities about himself that Rebecca really likes, and I don't have those qualities. So we're all equally a threat to each other.
Evan got to cook me dinner that night, and he decided to cook me hamburgers because I'm simple and I like simple things like that. I couldn't sit back and watch Evan cook me dinner. I had to get involved. I love cooking. And we sat down and just, had a beautiful dinner together, and it was very comfortable.
This is the real Evan, and I think that's part of the reason why I have made it so far. It's because I've been myself. I haven't tried to be anyone else but myself. I'm certainly not hiding anything from Rebecca or anyone else.
If you were so certain that you were the straight one, why aren't you just pleading with me to understand and giving me
reasons?
Yeah, 100 reasons to think of.
The gay guys are going to be begging that you believe them. There are reasons why you trust me, and I don't think you should ignore those, because you've been pretty spot on, with the exception of Chad.
Yeah.
You've been spot on. Like, Chad's the only person
He's got me just completely.
He's got you confused, and he's the sort of person who has the intelligence to talk his way out of any situation, I reckon.
Yeah.
But the obvious facts are there.
No, you're right. That makes me wonder. I can see heaps of reasons for Chad being gay.
And that maybe he might just come clean. That's what you can hope for.
So do you absolutely promise
If
that you're
he,
straight?
yeah,
And you're not gay?
I'm not gay.
How do you actually feel about her? Can you see yourself being her boyfriend?
Yeah, but at the moment, circumstances are preventing us from anything happening because she has no, reason to trust me. What about you? Do you think you could be her boyfriend? Or do you think you could be Evan's boyfriend?
I think Evan will be in bed now. Alone. Yep.
Don't worry, Beck. It's going to be all good. I don't think now that there is any doubt in her mind that I am straight, so I'm happy with that.
I just don't think Evan's gay. I've never thought Evan has been gay. But I never thought Chad was gay either, but if one of the two had to be gay, I guess I'd say Chad.
Rebecca, which one's it going to be? Who are you going to choose? Is that guy going to be gay or is he going to be straight?
At least two.
of these guys are gay?
This is your last chance to pick a straight guy.
I want you to decide what you feel is in your heart.
The last thing that I want is for you to get hurt. You have a choice to make.
Which of these three guys is the man for you?
I promised myself after my last relationship I wouldn't just settle for anything. And I'm not going to come here just to settle for that either. Even if there is $100,000 involved. But if I go home with the right person, for the right reasons, then this wouldn't have been a waste of time. But it still makes me happy thinking I could end up with the right one.
This is the final elimination. It's scary. There's only one person going to come home with Rebecca. Is that guy going to be gay or is he going to be straight? Rebecca, are you going to find love or going to go home heartbroken with no money at all? Which one's it going to be? Who are you going to choose?
I honestly think that at this point it's anyone's game.
I'm here to win the money and to win Rebecca. I've done everything that I can to try and win, and I'm really happy with that.
You know, I still think there's questions in her mind as to whether I'm gay or straight. I think she's probably 80% believing that I'm straight, but she still needs to hear it officially.
If Rebecca chooses me, that she's going to come out with everything that she wanted to get out of this. It'll all come true, so I think that she should trust me.
I'm not here to deceive her, and I think she does know that, and that's something that she's always known.
Hello, boys.
Well, here we are. The end of a long journey for all of you. Tonight, Rebecca, you have to make your final decision on which of these three guys is the man for you. Now, last time you were standing here, you learned that at least two of these men sitting here are gay. The choice you make this evening has some real consequences. Pick a straight guy, and the two of you will split $200,000. Pick a gay guy, he gets $200,000 all for himself. The question is, do you trust your head or your heart? The choice is now yours. But before you make your decision, it's only fair that each of these guys gets a final chance to tell you how he feels and why you should choose him. Then you'll call each of them back individually to speak to them and tell them your decision. Are you ready? Good luck to all of you.
Dane, can I start with you?
Rebecca, I'm so honoured that you've kept me here this long and that I made it to the final three. I guess this is, a pinnacle of a pretty sort of amazing journey. We've had some amazing times together over this time, and I really want you to make the right decision, and I really want you to pick a straight guy. and this is your last chance to pick a straight guy. And that's me.
Thank you, Dane.
I'm so grateful for what I've learnt from you and the journey that you've taken me on emotionally from the time that I first saw you to now, and it's just extraordinary. It just feels like, I know you maybe call me crazy, but maybe we've met before and this was just the way that we're meeting now in this time. And I just feel that closeness to you, and it's something that I've not felt before, and that's the truth. You have this gift of making me open up to you, and I want to continue that on further, and I hope you do too. I want you to make the right decision too. I want you to decide what you feel is in your heart, because I know that's what's giving you the right answer.
Thank you, Chad.
Well, Beck, here we are. I feel like we've come a long way together in a relatively short period of time. We've built something, maybe a foundation for a relationship. The last thing that I want to see to happen to you is for you to get hurt. I don't want you to make a big mistake, and you have a big decision ahead of you, and you can look into my eyes, you can see I'm being honest. And that you have a choice to make. And I think you will make the right choice.
All three boys here have convinced me that they're all straight.
Who knows? Maybe there are no straight guys left. Maybe they're all gay.
My heart hasn't put me in any good situations. My head is probably smarter than my heart. Dane, you were the first boy that I kissed at Sizzling Saddles. I remember when we had dinner on the pontoon that you built, and that was so special. The balloon ride and the horse riding, everything's been so amazing. You are gorgeous, you have beautiful eyes, and sexy hair. I felt like I got very close to you very quickly, but at the same time I felt like towards the end it kind of stopped there and didn't go any further. I just don't think you're the right man for me. I don't see a future past this point. So I'm gonna send you home tonight. But before you go, I have to know, are you gay or are you straight?
Rebecca, the whole time along I've been telling you the complete truth about absolutely everything.
Except that I am gay. Hey, I thought for a moment there that I might have been turning straight.
What?
I've had such a good time here, and I really thank you for keeping me here this long.
From the beginning of this, I said straight from the start that I thought you were too good to be true. You make me feel so good whenever you're around. I find myself wanting to be near you or wherever you might happen to be or wherever you might turn up. I wasn't sure how truthful you were, but I can't help feeling when I'm with you that you are honest. I find it really confusing on whether I should trust my head or my heart, but when it comes to you, I can't help but trust my heart. It's such a good thing. I really do know that you are the right type of man for me, and I know I have a lot to lose if I'm wrong, but that kind of doesn't matter right now. It really does feel right when I'm with you. I want you to be my man. I just need to hear from you whether or not you're gay or straight.
I know you want to hear Chad's answer to this very important question, but before we do, I think you should hear from Evan first.
Evan, you were my first friend that I made here. I just love the way you make me feel. You're so funny. I love how positive you are about everything. I love how you look at yourself. I love how you treat others. And I've watched you go from being one of the quietest boys here to one of the loudest, funniest and outspoken boys. I love the way that you push yourself and you kind of encourage others around you. You take control when you need to, and that's so special to me. We've had some pretty special moments together. I enjoy your company so much. But you're just like a best friend to me, and I don't see it ever really being anything more than just that. So, on that, you're not the right man for me.
Okay, right.
But I have to know, are you gay or are you straight? You're just like a best friend to me, and I don't see it ever really being anything more than just that. So, on that, you're not the right man for me. But I have to know, are you gay or are you straight?
Reckon I'm gay. Just hurting my hand. The reason why I've been so nervous, so
insecurity is because I'm not a very good liar. And every time that I have to look into your eyes and lie, it's really, you know, it's really painful for me inside. And I obviously didn't come here with the intention to hurt anyone, because that's not the sort of person that I am. And I wish you all the best of luck in the future.
Now it's just starting to sink in that all three of these boys could be gay.
So, Beck, now it's time to hear the truth from Chad. He's over by the homestead waiting for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Shall we go?
Yes.
How are you? Good, thanks. Got something to tell you. I know that while you've been here, I'm sure that a few of those guys have suggested to you that I was gay. And your mother as well has probably said the same thing. And, you know, you should always listen to your mum. I am guilty of fitting the stereotype, and I haven't really told you everything about me, but I'm telling you whether I'm going straight. That's first.
Tell me. Are you gay or are you straight?
Straight.
Straight, I'm so glad to say it, and you'd actually believe it.
Thank you for choosing me. I never once liked you.
I know. God, it feels so good just to hear that.
Should we go inside?
I know, but maybe you should.
I said from the start, he's got to be gay, he's too good to be true. And last night, I realised that he's just too good, and it is true.